decided to jump in tonight. So we will start off as we always do, with a recap of where we've been so far. Let me turn my camera on. Who would like to give us a recap of where we have left off in the story?
Famous one-liner, Sam?
My dad's alive.
Perfect. So last time we found out what Artemis did after he ditched the group. Apparently he had Orpheus scout around and look for Drow as he was purposefully looking for them to try and ally with them under a fake name. They took him to a dojo blindfolded, so he's not quite sure where it is, and met their leader. They call him Lieutenant. John's father, Oscar, was there.
Listen, I still say his name is Dan.
Dan, the lieutenant, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
And Artemis pretends to be allied with the Zentarum. Yada yada. Apparently the Drow kind of agreed to help. They're basically gonna go in there and defeat the Eye, was it? That's what we're gonna do?
The Elder Brain, I think.
Elder Brain.
That's the word. I don't know where I'm getting Eye from. Yeah, so while we distract them, they're gonna go and do that, apparently. Hopefully. We'll find out. And they take him back to the original spot, and Artemis goes back to the Vale of Dancing Waters after that, awaiting our return with Snailbolin, who died in the bag, conveniently. And so did the Devourer. Also died in the bag. But we smashed it anyway, just in case. Just in case. And yeah, Artemis was there, but there was no time for yelling, but there was time for hugging as he told John that he found his dad. So I guess John forgives him? Question mark? Yeah. And we rest there for the night, and we get to level 9. Yay! And Artemis just barely went off by himself again for a bit as we're resting. Typical.
Sablin also read the note that Artemis left him.
Yes.
Correct.
What does it say, I wonder? Da-na.
Sam is gonna keep it to himself for now.
Da-na.
It says that he's sorry about killing Papa.
Can you say if it's...
We'll never really forgive him for that.
Can you say if it's juicy? Well,
I mean, there is some juice in here. I will say that.
I guess, I'd expect it to be juicy. That's probably the wrong question. Is it good or bad? That's probably relative.
You guys will find out eventually, maybe.
Eric, you're muted. There we go.
Thank you. Coughing, so I muted myself.
You're good.
All right, so thank you, Agony, for your wonderful summary. So, where we left off, you all had just taken a rest after returning to the Vale of Dancing Waters and reviving Sibelin. As you rest, you gain power as you level up. But Agony, yet again,
Gets another point of exhaustion.
is troubled with fitful dreams. And, Agony, how many levels of exhaustion do you have right now?
Now I'm at 2.
Now you're at 2.
Mhm.
Okay. So, this night, as you have your fitful dreams, they resemble the dreams you've been having every night for a while now, which are scenes of destruction. And they're becoming more personal and specific. Like, Whereas before you were just seeing towns being destroyed and giant natural disasters taking place. You still see those things, but now there is an element of you and your friends being there at those events and you not being able to stop them. And so you've now in your dreams held Palusa's hand as he died and you weren't able to save him. You've seen John just smashed by a flying debris that he wasn't able to jump out of the way quick enough. You've seen Sabellin just pulled under the earth as it splits. You've seen Artemis drown, look up to you with lifeless eyes in a body of water. Gargantuan flooding. And you've just seen these elements of destruction. And these are what are causing you your fitful nights of sleep, and are leading to all this exhaustion. And this night, yet again, you're having these dreams. And your latest one is around a volcano. The volcano's erupting, destroying everything in its path. You and your party are there trying to save a town at the base of the mountain, but are not succeeding. This lava is taking over. You're unable to stop it, and you're watching as this kind of wave of molten lava overtakes your party, and you see your friends all like burning and screaming in agony, and then you yourself are overtaken by the flames. And you felt flame before. It doesn't particularly hurt you as much as it might. And this one similarly feels kind of numbing. But your vision is just overtaken with flames. And then it parts. And you are in a room, ornately designed, very kind of gothic architecture. And in a large throne in this room, you see sitting before you a vision of someone who looks very similar to you. It is Rohini, sitting on this large throne in her elegant robe. And she says to you, "My darling, it has been some time. I think we ought to have a talk."
I don't look at her. There is nothing I want to say to you.
Oh, come now. We have had our differences in the past, sure. You maybe weren't as compliant as I would hope of my breed.
Not like I had a choice.
Can look past this. You need me. Don't you see this?
No, I don't. I don't need you. I don't need you.
You have seen the terrible things coming to you. You're gonna let those happen? You have such potential.
Yes, and I will stop it with my friends.
Your friends. Your friends are nothing without me. Did you see I've been helping you all this time?
What? No.
Well, the cat's out of the bag.
You sent Jess to capture me.
He didn't know what he was doing. He misunderstood. I sent him to help you.
How could he help? He was trying to kill us all.
He had a vengeance against Artemis.
That was quite obvious.
I twisted it.
And what does that
Do you not
mean?
feel your power growing when you defeat foes as simply as you did yesterday?
Well, I mean, that's a normal thing. It has nothing to do with you.
Be surprised.
It's me. It's mine. It's my power. It's yours, and you're never taking it. Never again.
That is a mistake of my past, and I will freely admit it. I didn't realize how much you could do with this power. I thought you would squander it, but now I see. You have such power within you, and I'm here to help. That necklace you have, it's mine. I made that for you.
Which one? I have two.
The Flames Embrace necklace is the one that she's
Oh,
pointing
shit.
to.
Oh,
Says,
shit.
this was a gift. My messenger boy gave it to you. You recall? And you remember now that in that cave so long ago, after you killed Shoalar, that amongst the looting that happened, it was Artemis indeed who had handed you that.
Messenger boy?
Yes, the good-looking one. Come on now, you can't say you don't think he's handsome.
That's
It was
besides
just
the
us
point.
girls here.
He is with another devil. It's not you. It's never you. It couldn't be you.
I knew that I knew that you'd have this reaction. This is why I've worked in the shadows, but I see the angst that's growing in you. And all you need to do is accept where your power comes from.
It comes from me. It comes from Mystra. Nothing to do with you.
And see how that denial is exhausting you. And as she says that, you kind of feel the weight of this exhaustion. And you are exhausted from this power you've been exerting. And the more power you exert, the more it's exhausting you. She says, listen, I will admit that our relationship has not always been a strong one. That we got off to a bad start.
You don't say.
But I am here now because you are facing a great danger. A danger even I take seriously. And if you cannot accept who you are and accept me and respect me and what I have to give, you cannot face this danger.
What if we do? What if I do face it without you?
It will continue to be exhausting to you.
It's nothing new that I'm not used to dealing with.
Here's my proposition that I have for you. You have already proven to me that this life is something you cherish. You have ones that you love, ones that you care about. And I'll respect that. I will get out of your way. And even beyond that, I will allow you to tap into this power unfettered. I will give you gifts of which you can only dream. And all I ask for in return, that when you leave this mortal coil, your soul is mine. It's just a soul. You care of this world, you care of earthly things.
No.
Before you refuse so quickly, realize my power. And she leans forward, looming. And she's kind of been sitting in the distance. You're standing a little ways away from you, but as she sits up, you realize just how big she is.
I'm sweating profusely.
Just realize that if you refuse, I have no mercy for you. I have no love for you. You refuse me from being a part of your life? That is the greatest gift you could possibly have. I will make it this life that you so desire a living hell.
Bring it on.
Well then, seems like you need some time to think about it. Carry on then.
I still
My
haven't
office
looked there at
stands.
all.
I'll be hearing from you soon. Soon, I have no doubt. And then the room just kind of fills with smoke. And it disappears. And you wake up exhausted.
Yeah, I'm gonna like go outside for the rest of the night. For some
All right.
quote unquote fresh air in the underground.
Alright. Artemis. You also
Yeah?
have a visitor in your dreams this night.
Do I now?
As
I was
he's
just
got a
busy
lot of talking to
setting
do.
all these plans of mine on fire. It's okay, I can take time for this, okay?
So, in your dreams this night,
Mhm.
you awaken to a kind of familiar scene, which is Rohini's chambers. And she's sitting before you, standing actually. And she says, "Welcome there, my love. You can call me Rohini. I don't know what this pseudonym you've been giving me is. Rohostorox? What was this?
Rohina Stervalarax. We talked about this that one time. You were very upset when I mentioned, or when Orpheus mentioned your name around Agony.
Yes.
You told me, after you gave me the Flames Embrace and told me to give it to Agony, you were very insistent she not know who it came from.
You are such a good little boy." And she gives you a pat on the head. She says, "Well,
Thank you, I suppose. Plans have changed?
As you may have noticed, plans have changed a bit. It does seem that
The whole Jess thing. I was hoping to talk to you about that.
yes, like the little target practice I sent your way.
I do appreciate you helping me get rid of an enemy like that, and I assume I could help but notice some of the little lies you fed him about hurting Agony or acquiring, getting the girl, something like that. Good way of sort of weaving in a nice little lie in there, a tell, so I can tell that. Oh, I see what's going on. Set up a sucker for me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I assume that guy was probably going to wait for me in the Underdark and just snipe me out of the dark. You approaching him, I assume, got him nice and close, and out in the open. So, thank you for that. So you said plans have changed? What sort of plans?
He seemed an easy soul to grab. He was dying for some power. And I knew he, of course, stood no chance against you. I was playing the strings. I was the one giving the power here. I knew just what he could do. I was not worried for a moment. Nonetheless, Agony has discovered that I'm at play here, and I've decided to be okay with that. That it is time she knew who her benefactor is. I'm tired of hiding in the shadows from her. So I told her I just came from her dream. She knows.
Oh. So she knows about me and you.
Yes, it's no longer a secret.
Oh boy. Okay. I started pacing back and forth, sort of running my hand through my hair. All right. I don't know. It's just whenever she heard that name, she got weird. The look in her eyes. I hated it.
A long history. I don't need to give you the details of it.
Right. Yeah. I'm getting the vague impressions here. She doesn't seem to like her devilish heritage.
Yes, I do, by birthright, have somewhat of a claim to her soul, but they always get muddled with. Yes. I want it. She's so strong. But, you see, there are other forces at play that may also direct that soul into different planes. So, nonetheless, I will see what kind of deal I can make. You know I'm one for deals. You know I'm always good for my deals. Maybe you can speak to her about it. I want to take a different tactic.
I don't know.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Are you suggesting I try to convince her to give up her soul to you?
Here's what I'm suggesting. Your power continues to grow. We made a deal long ago. Your power continues to grow. Some might say exceeding our original arrangement. But I am a benevolent patron. And this is all I ask, that I am advertised as such. So that maybe Agony will see the value accepting my gifts. So, in general, change of demeanor, it's okay if she knows. I'm not hiding anymore. But I have another subject that I came to you to discuss.
Oh, all right.
Like I mentioned, original deal. It's made long ago.
It wasn't that long ago, but okay.
Long ago in terms of how much your power has increased. And
That's
really,
fair.
running with these gifts that I've given you. And I love it.
Hmm.
Darling, it's
Mhm.
wonderful. I have no complaints. But if you want that juice to keep on a-flowing, then I'm going to need a little favor from you.
What's the favor?
The favor is this. You are chasing a gem. Yes?
Yeah.
You want to destroy this gem to stop some terrible, chaotic creature.
I suppose I don't exactly know what we were planning on doing with it. Just make sure we get to it first, and make sure those cults don't get to it.
Sure, yes. My request, because I agree, I don't want this chaos taking over my material plane. It's so orderly. I love our simple arrangements, these deals. How could they persist? So, when you get to this gem, you'll summon me. And I'll help.
Oh. Okay. Help. Number one, help how?
I will help ensure that the entity who is striving to use this gem to cause destruction to your world is not able to do so.
I see. And how would I go about summoning you?
Oh, just the normal,
My normal invocation?
normal routine. Just ensure that you have the blood of a creature freshly slain.
Oh, understood.
If I am to truly take corporeal form, this would help.
Alright.
So
So,
this is the deal.
okay.
Sorry, I apologize. I've been talking a lot. What were you going?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, talking a lot. Let's back up here. So, your proposal to me is, in general, sort of talk you up to Agony and call on your assistance to acquire this gem, or to protect this gem, or secure it from enemy forces. Is that correct?
Yes. So to be clear, the talking up of me, I just want you to be honest. That's not really part of this arrangement. You can just, explain how powerful you are and how great I am.
Right. I mean, you've been nothing but helpful to Agony this entire time. I mean, the
Exactly.
entire reason I gave her that Flame's Embrace is to protect her.
Exactly.
I mean, she
Have we not kept her
died
safe?
during that.
And do you see
We
how
have,
she
exactly.
disrespects you? Do you see how she disrespects you? When you
Yeah,
have done
I
so
see
much
it.
for her?
She up and died during that whole little practice fight because Palouse wouldn't. Palouse just sat there and let her die. And then we go and we fight Shoala and all them, and instead of dealing with the enemies, Palouse tackles me. And then when the Helen Ray escapes, does he do anything to stop her? No, he just lets her get away. Palouse fails her at every turn, but when he runs off and comes back, oh, it's open arms. Oh, can't wait for Palouse. Meanwhile,
tried
we've been
to get
protecting her
rid of
this
that mean
entire
demon.
time. I assume that was you.
I did my best, but he is persistent.
We're a better protector for Agony than he could ever be. Better protector for all of them.
Well
We've
said.
done nothing but help.
So this is what I'm asking you. Continue. You see this light. Just you have a way with words. You know how to influence, how to persuade. Simply continue what you do. chirp in her ear. And as far as your power goes, it will continue. You need not worry about this. But I ask you, the time comes. Will you summon me to help in that final conflict? When you are at the gem, you will summon me.
And what do I get in return?
Like I said, your power shall continue to grow. Unless that is you're happy with the power you have now. And you know what? That's okay, I'll let you keep it. It was part of our deal.
That's right. It is mine. I want it.
Yes, of course, and I respect that. I am a respectful patron. This is all I'm saying.
And I understand that. You are respectful. You are lovely. So the deal is I summon you and I get more power.
Your power will continue to grow. Otherwise, your power from me has reached its height.
I see.
Which, mind you, is not a low height. I have been.
No, it's not.
And here's what I'd like to say. You're a gambler. Yes?
Indeed.
Make this gamble.
Okay.
I can see you're nervous. Rightfully so. Summoning a devil into the material plane is widely frowned upon in your society. But
Yeah, but I don't actually care that much, but anyway.
yes, precisely, because you know, you've met me. And I have been so good to you, and she strokes your face.
You have.
So this is what I ask. Can I count on you, my love?
I'm open to the idea. Tell you what. I'll make a bet with you. I'll pull out a coin. I'll flip this coin. Heads, I agree to your deal. Tails, I agree to your deal on one condition. Agony's soul is mine. Not yours.
You surprise me, Artemis. Well, here's what I'll say. Because I'm honest, I do not have full agency over Agony's soul as of yet. But if it comes under my claim, if I have it, then you shall have it.
That's your deal? That's your proposal?
Well, first you gotta flip the coin. But all I'm saying is I can't promise it. But if I can get it, I would love to see what you would do with it. That would be almost as good as having it myself.
All right then. I'll flip the coin. Why don't we cut there and see and we'll figure out what happens.
Okay, yeah, we can do that later. Cool.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. So, Agony dreams, or Rohini dreams, I mean. The rest of you, yeah,
Sleep like babies.
sleep like babies.
I don't know
What
if
do you
I
guys
sleep
dream?
like a baby, man, but
Yeah, you got a lot of conflicts. There's conflicts all around.
First time I've actually slept since dying, so it's pretty nice actually.
honestly, I imagine that, at least in my own experience, sleeping after dying was a weird experience.
Sabellin has a kind of weird but maybe deep sleep.
Well, it's like you have this fear that you're gonna fall asleep and you're not gonna wake up again because you've already kind of done that before.
And a combination of that and also the fact that, like, you know, having a body again means that the body can actually, you know, rest, whereas before there's no body to rest. So, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, you do have this sleep. But you all awaken the next morning. And you're all level 9 now.
Yeet.
Agony has 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yay.
Don't forget it.
My
Yeah.
speed is half.
You had the option. I gave you the out, but you refused it.
I could just destroy the necklace, but
You could try. Certainly try.
it gives such nice bonuses.
I gave it to you. It's a wonderful present. You wouldn't want to destroy it, would you?
So you all have woken up in the Vale of Dancing Waters. You.
I feel very.
What did you say, Artemis?
Nothing. Ignore me.
As you wake up, are you all sleeping in the same room? Like, there were kind of different quarters you could go find.
Probably.
Artemis was in his own room.
Yeah.
Don did not want to sleep alone, so if anyone was willing to sleep in the same room, he probably would have slept with them.
Yeah, I probably would have slept in the same room as everyone else as well.
I probably was, but then I left, obviously in the middle of the night, to just go outside.
Uh-huh. So you all gather for breakfast at wherever they're holding you up. They don't really have an inn, like they don't get guests, but they, I suppose, have kind of given you housing in certain places. And they gather to cook you breakfast, and Humdro comes and meets with you.
I don't know why I'm imagining an IHOP.
Authentic dwarven pancakes.
And if you remember, Zook has left you. Zook went back to the gnomes
With
To,
Smashy.
with Smashy. Yep, Zook and Smashy have left you to go back with the gnomes to try to build to activate and program a Smashy army. And
I thought we also tried to rally them if we met them.
the gnomes.
No, I don't know.
The
Don't mind
dwarves.
Oh, no problem. But so Humdro comes to your breakfast and says, "Hey folks, so are you still planning to go to those giants? I came with you as interpreter last time, and then we never actually went to those giants. So for that, we could kind of make that top of the list, so I don't have to be with you. It seems like you like to get in the fights a lot, so that's not really my thing."
Oh, I apologize for the detour. It sounds like they went on. It sounds like they kind of ditched the giant plan to save me. So I apologize for that. Also, my name's
Hey.
Sablin. It's nice to meet you.
It's okay. It all worked perfectly. You know, we saved you just like we planned to, and then we're going to do all the rest of it before everything goes completely pear-shaped.
Precisely.
We know exactly what we're doing.
Also, do you guys have any pears? That sounds really good right now. I was kind of in a place without any good fruit for a hot minute.
Does fruit grow
Yeah,
down
we don't
here?
have much. We don't have much fruit.
I think there's mushrooms.
Yeah,
I don't
we're
think any
for
of
a
them
lot of
taste like
mushroom
pears.
and potatoes is kind of our staples.
I could go with a potato. I haven't. Yeah, eating again is nice. So I'll take what you got.
I could make something
Yeah.
taste like a pear if you want.
There's some-
Okay.
Actually, so could I probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, there's some
But
eggs
I don't know.
as well.
To me, and more out of character, a potato that tastes like a pear sounds very disheartening.
It probably less weird than like eggs that taste like pears.
Yeah,
Hmm.
or mushrooms.
So Humdro turns to you, Sable, and he says, "Oh, it's all right. You seem to be the nicest of the bunch, so I'm honestly glad to have you here. Maybe you'll be a little more courteous."
John,
Oh, thank you.
John has a tear come to his eye.
Yeah, John's nice. I
John's
go over and
an
just I pull
angel.
John closer, wrap my arm around him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you all been good to me. I'm just griping a little. I woke up a little sore this morning. I haven't had a day like that ever before, and that was a little crazy.
Yeah, I bet everybody had a rough night last night. A long day, rough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Only because some people are making it that way, and John looks around.
I'm not making it awkward. You're making it awkward. Hey, why don't we go see those giants?
I look around and I pat where like Artemis's note is in my pack, just wondering if he found out I read it.
I'm gonna go grab my bag and let's head out for those giants. We got a lot to do. Only 10 days to do it. Better hurry. Huh.
Sure.
Yeah, Artemis is right. We gotta get to it.
Of course, yes.
Never get
We need to
tired of
go.
hearing that.
We need to go.
All right. So, you all get going. Humdro's accompanying you, and you're headed to where the stone giants are. So you are gonna walk through town, and you enter back into the city, and you make your way through the city, back out of the city, to where the stone giants are. So remember, there's kind of outside of the city walls, there's a network of like tunnels that lead there that have various other sorts of buildings and kind of accoutrement that would go outside of the city. You know, there would be like different sorts of outposts and things like that. So you go out through the far gate over here and out to where the stone giants are. And as you're walking through the city, make a perception check as you're walking through the city. Yeah, everyone can make that.
Sorry, give me 1 sec. My sheet's being slow.
Yeah, no problem. So Sable, Palouse, Artemis, John, Agony, you are exhausted.
Yeah, I'm like walking like obviously slower than normal, and I'm pretending like I'm not. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Agony,
guys-
do you want to ride on a back? Like, do you want a back? John offers you, like piggyback.
Can you? No, it's okay.
I'm not offering for me to do it. And I look at Paylus. He will.
I could, if you're tired of walking, if your feet are hurting, I could.
No, I think Paylus is capable of it.
You
Sure,
wanna
whatever.
Oh, maybe we
jump
can
on my shoulder?
Maybe Bill gets tired. We can take turns.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Are you guys saying that she's heavy?
I'm pretty light. She's like 120 pounds.
So anyway, as y'all are walking towards where the stone giants were, you notice a few things. You notice that the stones that are around at the city, the large geodes that have kind of activated with elemental energy, are growing brighter, and there is sort of this movement of the energy around them that's growing little more apparent. So there's
Anyone else feel like that's not a good sign? Or is it just like a me kind of thing?
Glowing stones?
Well, that and the if John puts his hand not really close, but just kind of close, and goes, you know that weird hum that makes your hand feel tingly?
Like when you have ants in your hands.
Or like in
your
real
legs.
life, you know those high voltage boxes that if you put your hand near them, all your hand stands on just because there's that much ambient electricity around them?
Maybe.
No.
Those are a real life thing that you
Mhm.
can just be around.
voltage.
That sounds
box?
super dangerous to be able to get that close with something.
Well,
like
like no, because you're grounded and all of it's grounded, so like you won't actually get electrocuted. It's just there's enough electricity in the air to cause static effects.
Yeah.
Electrically speaking, it's not really none of it's dangerous.
It's the stones. That glowing is gotten brighter. It is concerning.
how many days was I out again? Because yeah, these look a lot nastier than when we first got here.
John puts his hand on his shoulder and says, X days, because
I don't know.
X is the correct number, because John would know,
goes like
but me
3.
at this
3
point,
days.
yeah.
It's been
Out of
yeah.
character, we don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's about 3.
It's been 6 months, give or take.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one thing you notice is the brightness of these geodes. You also notice that when you first started in Belsimer just a few days ago, before all of these geodes were lit, there was a lot more activity of various creatures that made this city their home. There were creatures flying above the city. As you walked the streets, you saw various creatures roaming the streets. Now it seems a lot more empty.
Come on, like, it's not just me, right? John's looking around, pointing at the emptiness of it all, like...
It all looks the same to me. I just got here.
Rats abandoning the ship, I'd say.
Yes, but... that's kind of distressing.
It's very distressing because they do that when it starts to sink.
Exactly, so... we go, we do something? Because I don't know, do we even have... Okay,
The whole city's
and I'm just
going to
speaking purely on past experiences that we always wait too long. Are we waiting too long again?
Well, we don't have the resources to challenge those mind flayers on our own right now.
I understand,
No.
but I'm just speaking to our previous experiences.
Perhaps,
This
maybe...
is all becoming a lot quickly.
I know, but listen, it doesn't matter whether or not... point is, we can't do anything about it just yet. So there's no point in worrying about that at this point. Let's talk to these giants. Maybe we can do something with these drow, and then we can have that conversation.
Okay, so how long do you think timetable that's all going to take? And how long timetable do you think it's going to take for... And he points to one of the stones and goes, that! To be bad. Like, too bad.
We have at most a 10-day, but this whole incident should take maybe a day just for us to resolve the giants dealing with the drow, hopefully.
I really hope you're right, and just continues to walk but picks up the pace. I think we should hurry and try and go quick,
Definitely.
because we often wait too long and things go really bad. So we should fix that.
All right. So you guys have this conversation as you're walking through the streets. You do retrace your steps back to where you had originally met this like stone giant, this little village of stone giants. And as you approach the gate, there is a guard. It's not so much a gate as there is, like, as you're walking through these tunnels, there is a large stone slab that's blocking the way, and there's a giant standing next to it, a large stone giant. And the giant says something.
Wave to
And Humdro as you wave, Humdro says, he's asking who we are. What should I say?
The people trying to make all of this stop.
We were just here a few days ago.
We made friends with some of them.
I don't even know.
Day before
You got-
yesterday. Name of that.
Yeah, you
I think
remember
we
the
got his
name. You did get his name was Milok.
Okay.
Was the giant that you met, who you had helped, who had taken you back here.
Right.
And you had met with you remember you did like walk into town and you met with a couple of the giants, but
Yeah.
and you saw some, but it's not like every giant in this place knows who you are.
Yeah. Tell him we're friends of Milok. We helped him get his bowl back.
Nice.
We're here to defeat the evil brains.
So
Also, I'm new in town. I'm also against brains.
Yeah. He's had some
Same.
experiences.
Humdro goes, okay, yeah, I'll give him the cliff notes. And he says a few things. Doesn't seem like he conveys every message that you just said, but he says some things, and then you hear Milok as one of the things that he says, and then the giant replies, and he says, "Oh yes, Milok's friends. Yes, the ones who saved for us the bowl of moving stones." And when Humdro conveys that, he says it's much more poetic in giant.
Loses something in translation.
And the guy says, "Yes, come on in." And he moves, and he goes and he picks up this big stone slab and just kind of scoots it out of the way. And you guys enter, and this giant is escorting you into town and into this village, which again is carved into this cavern, and it is huge, right? It is not nearly as big as the city itself, but probably as big as one of those like districts that the various buildings are in. But it maybe houses like 20 to 30 giants, right? You think that it's huge, but they are also very huge themselves. And all the buildings are very huge. And you're very small people walking around this big stone building town. So anyway, he leads you through this town and to a place that you're familiar with. You were in this home before, this building before. And it leads you in there, and he says something as he knocks on the door, which opens up, and there before you is Milok. And Milok looks down and goes, "Oh yes, my little friends."
Because he like hugged us all in like one big giant hug.
He kind of goes in, and then he slows up, and then he just like very gently reaches out, and with one hand pats all of you at the same time.
Pokes his hand in my horn.
And Humdro kind of like translates that what he said as he's patting on you. He says, "Some of you have changed. They are not the same. Small
I'm a
people
little-
are funny."
I'm a bit different.
Yeah, I'm new here too.
So
This is Palouse, and this is Sabelin.
Nice to meet you.
Humdro is translates what he says to you, and then he kind of says something. He's like, "I'll introduce us," and he says something, and then in giant, and Milok kind of gets excited, and he goes, "Oh, wonderful! We have a way to communicate now. Well, thank you so much for your help. You have been a wonderful boon to us in achieving and gaining back this relic. I cannot thank you enough.
It's our pleasure, Milok. And we were wondering if we could ask a favor.
Of course. What is it that you need?
We were wondering if the stone giants could assist. We have an alliance with other members of the city to try and help storm the center and get back the city from the mind flayers.
He looks at you,
There's a lot to ask,
a
I
bit
know.
surprised. He says,
We're just trying to fix things around here.
"And who are you teaming up with? Who have you
Anyone?
found in the city?"
Everyone?
I believe the dwarves of the Vale here with Hundro and the gnomes of the Gnome Kingdom. So far as I know. And I believe that the drow were going to come in at some point. They were going to help.
Their involvement is
Minimal.
tenuous at the moment.
Yes.
I'm tenuous on working with them, to be honest.
I am aware of that. However, for now, put them as possible allies.
Humdro translates this, and Milok says, Interesting. Yes, we don't mingle much with the others around here. Most find us very intimidating.
Couldn't imagine why.
Certainly to tell you the drow are those to be careful of. They've been around a long time, and they wish to do nothing better than the illithids themselves.
Believable.
John just shakes his head up and down and looks at Artemis.
He said,
Uh,
and he says, but sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Precisely.
John kind of looks reluctant and shakes his head in that half yes, half no kind of way.
He says, you do ask a lot. We are small. Some of us are.
John laughs when they say small.
Our numbers were much larger once. But we, with our combined strength, may not be enough for the task, and if not, we face the extermination of our community.
Humdro, explain to him that right now the threat out there is much larger than the mind flayers. There is in the city, in the heart of the city, to the dwarves, to the gnomes, to the drow, to every living thing. If we don't stop it, everyone loses.
Make a persuasion check as you're kind of speaking with passion. Even though he can't understand you, once it's translated, he can kind of see the sincerity in your expression.
Mm-hmm.
And
19. I'm actually gonna add a D10 on top of that.
Okay,
Using Dark One's own luck.
you're hamming it up.
Yeah, 23.
23. All right.
My favorite number.
So he says, well, you seem to be quite concerned. This evil, this danger, we can try to help stop it. It may take some convincing. Half of our population wants to migrate elsewhere.
But with everything going on, would they be safe?
I argue that this is our home and we must protect it. And your information makes me think this more so.
What can we do to convince them that we can win? Convince them that we're working together, that we can actually have a shot at this, that they wouldn't just be wasting their chance.
Well, I guess technically Humdro's here. That's a proof of the Dwarves alliance. And Smashy was here, which is like kind of proof of the Gnomes alliance.
This helps. Though we know our place. We know of these. We will be the front lines. We will be the ones to die. But there is something that would raise spirits. Another
John
artifact.
pulls out a bottle of alcohol.
Actual spirits.
Like a thimble to them.
Yeah,
size
you
wise.
hear like a deep belly laugh. Put your droplets away.
Oh yeah, they're like done.
John takes a sip.
They're like, I dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he says, oh, I saw, by the way, your notice about Ryan. No worries. Thanks for letting us know. He says, there is an artifact. Another, like the bowl that you retrieved. This one. And he kind of gives like a little, funny smile.
The
This one is
joint
a
of.
spoon.
Oh, that's a nice guess. I was gonna say
The
fork. The joint of shielding.
This is a spoon. It has the ability to enchant stone. It is the way that we've created many of our other smaller magical artifacts for use. Must be wielded by a mage who knows their runic magics, of course. But with this spoon, we can enchant stone to create an army of golems. This is the way that we protected ourselves in the past. If we acquire this spoon, we can create golems.
That sounds
The next-
fantastic.
John looks at him very, very seriously and looks him in the face and just knowing that he doesn't understand what he says but hopes it gets translated. Does the spoon have a name?
How big is the spoon? Like
He
arms
says,
length?
he says this beautiful incantation kind of in response to you, and then when it's translated, Humdro says, "He said it's the spoon of magic stuff."
An apt name.
Beautiful.
These guys are really right on the nose.
Mm.
I gotta say though, Giant seems to be way more beautiful before it's translated.
Agony did make a good point. How big is said spoon?
Are we talking like a bus or a car?
It's pretty big.
I mean, like, if the giant's 20 feet, their hand, I imagine, would be about, 5 feet in length, just about average height of one of us. So, to hold the spoon, it'd probably be like an
It's
arm.
gonna be like 7,
one of
8
our
footer.
arms. That'd make sense.
No,
to
because
me.
you have to understand if their hand is 5 foot, then theoretically you're talking
Oh,
something
wait,
that
right.
your spoon
Yeah.
is bigger than your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet
So
between
the
Police
spoon's
and I,
like a
we can haul
staff,
back.
basically.
He says it's and he puts his hands apart, and it is maybe like 5 to 6 feet in length, where he kind of holds his hands, and he says, "It should be fairly light to hold. It's fairly cylindrical. I bet one of these big fellows could carry it over his shoulder. It would be hard.
It's probably
maybe
like
the
as
two
big
of
as
them
Palusa's
together."
axe, maybe.
And where is said spoon?
We have some idea, as we have seen stone golems patrolling in an area of town. I don't know which building, but I can point you in the direction.
We can get this spoon today.
And we'll be cooking in no time.
Cooking up some golems.
John
will-
just looks at Agony and goes, "I want to see you wield the magic spoon."
I kind of also want to hold the magic spoon.
I wonder if he hits something with a spoon, if it like hits really good.
I will warn you, I assume that this is well guarded. We've also seen drow with their neck thingies in the area, the controlled ones. We think that this is certainly in the possession of the Illithid, and that the artifact itself is likely being used by them, thus these stone golems be under the control of the Illithid. Be wary. Prepared for a fight. Can you fight? I've seen you fight. You're pretty good at it.
Yes, and these
Yeah, we
two,
can
they
handle
also
ourselves in a-
definitely fight.
Yeah, I'm okay at it.
Oh, Sablin, you're great at it. More than okay.
Thank you.
I think we're all pretty great at it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes, definitely. We're pretty formidable.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Glad we're all on the same page there. So, if you'll just point us in the direction of this spoon, we can go retrieve it for you.
He says, "Sure." And he pulls out, he kind of goes into a back room and he pulls out a big map that he unfurls that looks similar to the one that you have. It's a bit of a different style. It doesn't give as much detail about the specific buildings and where they are. But he points in the general area of, my map, like up here, kind of near where the Shrine of the Everlight is.
Okay.
So I'll put the mark on your map.
So it looks like
All right.
direction.
So we.
So the
All right. So we go retrieve this thing, and then we can be off.
Artemis, from your description of what went down yesterday, isn't the Drow place kind of on the way?
No, it is the drow are over here. I'll sort of give a rough indication that the drow are here. Yeah, drow here. We're going here. I mean, they're vaguely in the same kind of direction, sort of.
Ah,
We don't have much time, right?
We're also supposed to deliver the drow to roughly over here.
Let's go get this spoon.
Agreed.
Alright. So you all are taking off, headed to get that spoon. Let's take a little break here. I know, Ryan, you just came back from dealing with refrigerator stuff.
My bad.
No worries.
Yeah, you good.
Sorry you had to run, but
Mhm.
you just missed talking to Giants. But
Not the Giants.
yeah, Meatlock. You'll have a chance to see him again. All right, so yeah, let's take like a little 5-minute break. I'm gonna go grab some water.
Okay.
And then we'll come
Cool.
back.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, I have 122 health.
Holy shit.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Fuck.
No.
You have so much health. How do you?
So-
oh God, you have more than double my health.
I thought I was level 7. So I thought I was leveling up to level 8. But then I think I missed a level because I was playing Jess.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think
So
we
I leveled up
8, like right when Palouse left.
I leveled up twice.
Did you put in your like a extra like attribute stuff into con?
I have the one of the feats, toughness, which gives you an
Oh,
extra
yeah.
2 every level.
Yeah, my max XP is only like 74. The 2 like hexblade levels and my con only being 14 definitely starting to kind of show with the slower progression health wise.
Yeah, and barbarians get an extra 2 versus a paladin every level. So I have
Yeah.
Mhm.
6 points into my barbarian and then 3 into paladin right now.
I have that whopping 67.
And your con's what? 16.
No, my con's only 14 actually.
Oh,
Okay, so
Do I have the highest con in the party at 15?
Probably.
Yeah,
sounds
probably.
like it.
That's kind of scary.
But that's a good amount of health, especially as a barbarian, right? So
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah, that
insane.
feeds.
I did the math. Hopefully I did it right. I think I did it right.
You said you're 6 points into you're 6 levels in barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that'd be what, 7? Yeah,
So-
Well,
So
first
ele-
one is 12,
So
then
55.
21
No.
plus 6, so 39. I think you're a lot over.
No, I'm not. Here, I'll show you why.
I
So
don't do math
Do
in
you
my
have
head
a
that
record
fast.
of rolls?
I didn't roll at all.
He
I've
takes
never
the
rolled.
average.
Then yeah, you're way over, man.
I'm not. So it's so I start off at level 1, which is 12 plus my con, which starts me off on 14.
14, yeah.
I have toughness, so every level I get,
Okay,
it's
that adds an extra 18.
right. So 14 plus 18. And then every barbarian level is equated to what is it?
36 plus 12 is what we're at so far.
12
And
plus 2 for
7
every
times
level.
8 is
right?
56.
Oh, you know what? I think I might have did
So
fuck up.
you're only at about 90.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I think I am wrong. And the reason why I'm wrong is I was adding 12 every single time instead of 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an idiot.
So it should be
Oh, you're fine.
11 times 8 is 88 plus 16.
Here, I'll figure it out.
So that's 104.
So it's 9 every level. So 9 times 6.
Well, no,
is
because you have toughness, so it's 11 every level
I-
for 8
I already.
levels.
I'm just gonna add
And
18
and
afterward.
16.
Yeah.
It's 104, man. It's 104.
Man, 104 is still not bad at all.
No,
That's-
104 is still like almost.
That's
twice
almost
what I
double
have.
my health.
That's
Yeah,
really
like-
fucking high still.
Like, it's not bad at all. I'm pretty damn sure the math works out that it should be 104 if you've taken average every level.
Man, I started to wonder if I should pump
No,
my mix
that's,
like a.
that's
really-
based on. Actually, sorry. You said how many
It's
levels are
110.
Paladin?
It's 110.
No. How many
Yeah.
levels are Paladin?
So okay, I this is the math. I have 14 base level.
Yes, but
Oh,
Paladin
no, wait.
get
Oh,
less
no, wait.
max HP. So how many levels are Paladin?
I get 8 for every paladin level, and then I get 9 for every barbarian level. But I forgot the base, so I need to subtract.
Math.
I need to subtract 9, so I'm at 101, I think, I believe. Let me test the math out one more time. So 14 is my base level, then 18 is toughness, then it would be 5 times 9,
9.
which is my
So
my barbarian's
45.
level. That's 45, and then
Right.
it's 3 times 8, which is
20.
24, which means I'm 101, I believe.
I think that's right.
Yeah. 18 plus 45 plus 24. I'm just double checking again. Wait, what? 91?
9,
I'm getting
89,
all these
97.
numbers.
Wait.
Each level of barbarian should give you 11 HP that isn't your first one. Each
Oh, she
level
give me
of
9.
paladin.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm adding toughness in. I'm just adding
Okay.
toughness into all of it. My math is
Yeah,
putting it the
that's
simplest
easier
way
to do,
possible.
to be honest. Just
It is 101. It's 101. It's
Yeah,
101.
still not bad at all.
Yeah,
It's
it
still
should be-
triple
it should have been
digits.
yeah, like that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's 101.
Because you're at over 10 a level, so yeah.
Yep. 101.
Agony, what's your HP?
65.
John, what's your HP?
67.
Artemis has
Jesus,
the lowest
I
HP.
am the lowest in the party.
Well, what's yours?
In many regards.
57. Oh, no, that's not true. I'll twist the knife.
Well, I'm the shortest. Artemis is
And
the
the
I was
lowest
meaning-
AC.
I was
Yeah.
meaning in
How tall
many
is-
different stat departments, specifically not in character, but we can
I-
go
I-
there too if you
How
want.
tall is Sablin?
Oh, it's been I think like 7.
almost as tall as Palouse. Pretty
I'm
close.
I'm 7. I'm 7 as well.
So I'd be like a touch shorter than you, I believe.
You're
I
like
ain't
the
that tall.
the 5'11" meme, and I'm the 6 foot meme.
Exactly.
And ironically, exactly that. I'm 5'11".
Does that factor in your head fin, Sablin?
I would say head fin
I don't
up
know.
would be right at Palusa's height. Head fin down would be like right under.
Okay.
I haven't seen like that one picture of us just in a lineup in a while, so I might be totally off.
All right. So are we all back and ready to go now that we've got the math figured out?
Somewhat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 minute. I was doing
No
barbarian
worries, no
math.
worries.
Hang on.
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm gonna park my car, but I can still listen to you guys.
Okay, yeah. No, let's take another couple minutes.
I had to take my car to the garage in order to get the fridge in his truck.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I'm surprisingly still awake.
Oh, did I ever give my shield ring to anybody? Because it's still really good, but since I can actually cast spell just with my slots now, I'm less in need of it.
I bet police could use that.
Yeah, actually.
I already have a lot of magic items, to be honest.
Are you over your attunement? No, I don't think so.
Oh, what is
I
the
don't
attunement
know.
number, actually?
Pretty sure I'm the one who's definitely at attunement. I just don't want to.
Oh yeah, you have so many.
Oh, hang- Speaking of too many magic items, Eric, did we ever decide if we were able to get Justice
Yes.
coat?
I
Okay.
I did watch the video. You definitely did not, because you guys
Okay.
killed him, and he melted in a bunch of lava, and then you ran the fuck away.
Mm.
So I would say
Okay.
that
Fair.
his items are gone.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Rip. Terminator death.
Yeah, I would have gladly let you guys have those items. You know how much I love to give you guys items.
Mhm.
Cat, my mouse is not a toy.
Get it, cat.
Oh shit! I
She
forgot
is-
to put the
she
rug
has
in.
taken over my
Oh, well.
desk and now will not let me use my mouse.
Okay, I am ready.
I'm ready too. I can play.
am ready as well.
I'm ready, but I only have half a use of a mouse.
Okay.
The cat.
All right.
She literally just jumped up and laid on top of it. Like, no, I'm
Little
not allowed to use it
rascals.
anymore.
So you guys can tell me as you approach this kind of sector. Let me go back to that map. As you walk through the city, again, you're not having to avoid as much detection because there just seem to be less things around. You can make me another perception check as you're walking through. Y'all can make them again.
2. That's my check.
Yeah, you're struggling. All right. We'll say so. Sablin and John, you definitely do notice, beyond what you already have noticed, that you see a couple times throughout your walk, and you can tell me if you want to like react to this sight. But you do see drow upon rooftops, these hooded drow. You catch a glance of them. John, you definitely... Sablin, I'm not sure if you know exactly that they're drow. John, you definitely do get a good look at one of their faces. You see, there are certainly like figures watching you.
I would use my ring of message to allow others to know that we are being tracked actively.
Yeah, I would nod in kind of acknowledgement of that.
And then I'll go to Artemis and say, we're actively being tracked.
Yeah, okay, I see. Do we want to deal with that, or we okay with it?
I guess we're okay with that for now.
They don't seem to be aggressing on us.
Do you think they know that we know?
I don't think they
At
do.
this point, I think we're just having a whispered conversation as we move hurriedly.
Hurriedly and slowly.
So...
You guys keep going for a second. Hold on. I'm gonna use this opportunity. Wait, shit. I'd have to burn a spell slot.
Now is not the time to just step aside and take a piss. You should have gone before.
Well, no, I was thinking about trying to talk. I was thinking about talking to them. But for now, we'll just note them, and I guess we want to keep moving.
I
do you think
feel
talking
like
to them would help?
talking to them is...
Well, do we know if they're the spiked drow or not?
If they're watching us like this, they're probably not.
But here's my thing: I just don't trust them.
Yeah, you make the assumption that you've now kind of had the experience of the drow who are controlled by the Illithids are walking kind of in squads in broad daylight for the most part, whereas the ones who are there are those who are hiding in the shadows that seem to not be. They're the ones who are uninfluenced by the Illithids.
Is there any chance we could get them to help us out here?
No, they're going to be watching us at the
Doubtful.
very least to try to assess our combat ability. If they think we're weak enough, they might actually try to jump us.
I'd like to see them try, but not really.
John, Sablin, could you guys point out one of the roofs that they're on?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. When they point it out, I will shoot an Eldritch Blast at the, I'm not trying to shoot the drow itself, just try to shoot, the edge of the wall near it, to let them know that we know that they're there.
Okay. You blast, and it takes a chunk out of the top of the wall of one of these buildings, like the kind of overhang of the roof. It's a little chunk taken out of it.
All right, let's keep moving.
Was that really necessary?
We
It's
yelled out loud. We know you're there, and it would have delivered the same message.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't think
less violently.
That was a little aggressive.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Okay, hold on, guys. Remember, I don't think they speak common.
Oh. Well, still. I don't know.
Also, it lets them know that we are here, we are armed, we are capable. We know that they're there, and trust me, a display of strength like that is not going to. It's probably for the best.
I'm not saying that it was, I guess, bad. It's just I'm saying it's unnecessary. But I guess that makes sense. Right, yeah.
Trust me, I met their boss.
Let's just go.
Yeah, I've met their boss. He doesn't really take kindly to, or he's under the illusion that we are not particularly powerful.
John is again just picking up pace a little bit.
Yeah, keep walking.
Okay. So as you do keep walking, you eventually get to the area that was marked on your map, and as you're approaching it, and this is just kind of another block that as you turn towards, you see a bit in the distance. Sablin and John spot it first as they are on their toes. This stone golem walking down the street, and it's walking in your direction. But it's
John kind of just does that Navy SEAL, everyone back up kind of hand wave, and does like a shh.
Shh, me.
And then as he says that, he puts his fingers to his lips and then points to the golem.
Do you think he can see us?
Oh, look, a golem.
It's in the distance a little bit, and it's just slowly.
I think if we hide in the shadows, it won't see us. They're generally not the most perceptive, but I'm not entirely certain of that. And also, didn't they say something about the magic spoon making those?
There might be much more, you're right. Which would
The question is, can they control them after the fact, or is it once you make them, you're in control of them, and then the next user does not have any control?
Oh, yeah.
All of these are excellent questions. We probably should have asked them.
Yes, because now that I think about it, if we could just get this... Exactly, then we would have an army of possible stone golems to has us as well.
Got a phone call, be right back.
Those were questions we did not think of ahead of time.
Well,
honestly, I wasn't... Like, there are so many things on my mind at this moment that I wasn't even part of the conversation.
That's fair.
Totally fair.
There's so much at any moment right now. My God, guys.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot going on for everybody. I'm sure. Let's keep sneaking and try to get close and survive that spoon.
John stops to have a little bit of an existential moment. Like, really doing all this?
So John's trying to. I'm sorry.
He takes like a deep breath, thinks something really bad out loud, and then just goes.
All right. So you guys are trying to sneak like in towards the area that's being patrolled and sneak around there. Is that right? Is there anything specific that you're looking for as you're trying to find this place, or you're just kind of keeping your eye out for anything that might identify where they are?
Are the golems leaving footprints?
Yeah, for sure. They are, because it's kind of just a dusty road.
Could we
dirty dirt
sort of like backtrack the footprints to see if they come from somewhere?
Yeah, definitely. So here's what I'll say: is I want everyone to make a stealth check if you're trying to do this, and then whoever's going to lead, I'll let two of you make survival checks as you're kind of trying to follow these tracks.
I would not be in charge of tracking.
Alright, Palouse made a survival check.
Doesn't matter, we're fighting golems.
Yep, these are definitely... These are tracks.
I think we all just try and, slip into an alleyway that turns out to just be, an indention in the wall. We just pile onto each other loudly. I saw a much more shallow alleyway than we anticipated.
I had my eyes closed and I crashed into something, and then whoever's behind me crashed into me, and it was just Chain reaction after that. Dominoes.
Palouse, make a stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So these guys are trolling. Let me just check real quick what they're.
We're not trolling. We're serious.
No, we're trolling.
The golems are
Even-
trolling.
Even when we're being serious, come on, we gotta be honest. We're trolling.
All right. So these yeah, these stone golems are patrolling around. John, you seem to be able to easily enough follow their tracks where they're coming from and kind of get a general direction of what their paths are. And as you're following around, you see that there are areas where there are more of them. There are areas that seem to be more heavily patrolled. And as you're following these tracks, you do see in the distance there are a lot of different buildings about, and you do notice a few drow, little groups of drow, like are roaming the streets as well in this area.
Do they have balls?
They have balls? Is that what you
Bolts. You know, neck bolts.
Yeah.
Do they have balls though?
Yeah, do they have
The
balls
golems have
too?
balls.
You'll have to get a little closer to see.
They're the ones
You
who
know-
store the horse balls.
You know, I'm an investigative kind of guy. Let's find out if they all got balls.
But
They
you
stole the
do,
horse balls.
you do see a building off in the distance. It's a larger building. Looks like a warehouse of some kind or something larger. Where there are a couple drows standing guard at the door to this large building. As you notice that, Agony, exhausted, just trying to like be sneaky, but trying to keep her way, just falls and eats shit and makes quite a loud ruckus.
Knock over a garbage can.
And as she does, the nearest stone golem to you, there's one that's kind of walking down a nearby path, just stops
Snake.
and turns towards you and fixes its gaze directly at the party and begins walking towards you.
Uh-oh.
Ron?
And-
Question mark.
My bad.
Yeah, you can either try to run or you can roll initiative.
Just fight a thing. Come on. How hard could it be?
I mean, I can't
mean,
it's
run
either
very
stone, so-
fast.
There are other like drow and stone golems in the area. Nothing's in the immediate vicinity. You think if you took it out quick enough, maybe you could do it quickly, quietly. If it dragged on a little bit, you might attract noise from. You might attract other patrolling entities.
We're over here, guys.
Oh, good point.
Let's fight.
Okay.
All right. So give me a second.
We're level.
You guys can roll. You'll just have to give me a second. I'll put you on the map.
Well, if you change us maps, then the initiative counts. We roll on this one, go away.
That's so.
Yeah, because initiatives are tied to the map you're on.
Well then.
I think we just like.
See, now they're gone.
That's so weird because I can still see them.
Yes, you can. But none of
Okay.
us can, and they're weird, like how they interact with the counter.
Yeah. Okay. I will delete the ones that are on there then already, and then we can just write them in for
Yeah,
y'all.
just re-roll and then write
Already
in.
rolled. Yeah. And you guys can drag yourself on here. And I'll put a stone golem on here.
Even with. Where am I?
Hi, Max.
Where?
We're here. All right, nice. So you guys are all there. You see the stone golem where I put him? Do y'all have your? Yep, y'all got your stuff on there. Let me roll initiative for this guy. All right. All right, nice. Here we go. So, you see the stone golem in the distance. It is turned in your direction. I started walking towards you. Just silent, expressionless, moving in your direction. It has. What does it have as far as weapons go? Nothing. It just has big old fists as it's charging towards you. So, Palouse, it'll be your turn first in initiative. How do you react as you see the stone golem starting to move in your direction?
It doesn't look like it can be reasoned with, huh?
Definitely not. I mean, you can make me a you can make me an insight check.
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah, definitely not. It is a stone statue that seems to be completely without the abilities to reason.
Okay. So I can get. I guess I'll just start charging it. 20. Okay, I can get right up to it. So for my turn, I got this, guys! Ah! And I run all the way up there.
All right.
And that's my action to dash.
Yep. Did you
So
have any
that'll be
bonus action or anything you wanted to do, or?
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna rage.
Okay. As Palouse just goes into a rage and charges forward. Awesome. Artemis. Good old Palouse is back, charging into battle. What are you gonna do?
Mhm. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, I'll get behind this well here, and I will shoot the golem with Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Where's my button? Here it is. For 5, and second shot, 17 to hit.
17 does hit. Yes.
Okay, so 10 damage total.
Alright, you do 10 damage as you hit it, and it kind of actually does not move at all. It's like unphases your blasts hit it. It seems like a little kind of crumble comes off of one of the spots where it hits, but it just continues to walk forward with conviction.
God, what garbage
Mindless
rolls.
Conviction.
Yeah, that's me.
Alright. The golem then will yeah, it's gonna hold on. Okay, so it's going to just make a couple of attacks at you, Palouse. As it sees you in front of it, and it just is mindlessly attacking. Let's make 2 slam attacks. 22, I imagine, will hit, and 12, I imagine, will miss.
That is correct.
So the first one bops you and does 19 damage, but
Half.
Oh, no. Its attacks are magical. The golem's attacks are magical.
Barbarians don't
Yeah,
care.
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Doesn't
But is
matter?
it bludgeoning?
Okay.
It's bludgeoning.
depends
Yeah,
on
they're
the-
resistant
yeah,
to bludgeoning,
it's-
not magic, not
It's the
magical.
damage type.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Cool. Just want to make sure.
If it was like fire hands, then I'd be fucked.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. So then it's down to 9 damage.
Okay.
But then the second one, you're able to dodge out of the way after you take that first big hit. And that is the golem's turn. John.
I'm going to try and stealth into this building over here. And kind of like poke my head up around the corner.
Fucking
Okay.
11, dude.
Expertise. It's fun. And then I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on it, and he has disadvantage if he doesn't know where I am when I cast it. DC 15 Dex save.
Okay. Why does he have disadvantage?
Is the level 9 Arcane Trickster.
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
Oh,
That's like if you're hidden, then he
Yeah.
has. Okay, nice.
And I use bonus action to hide.
To hide. Yep. Then I will. He does have magic resistance, so it'll just be a
Straight roll!
Straight roll. So
DC
what?
15 Dex save.
Dex save. Dex is not a strong suit.
Woohoo!
That is going to be a 4. So good thing you nullified that advantage.
He is lit up and sparkly.
All right,
Cool.
nice.
And that is my turn.
All attacks against him will have advantage now. What color do you light him up with?
Sparkly pink and purple.
Okay,
Classic.
pink and purple. All right, cool. And that's the end of your turn. Agony.
I will struggle
Your
my
go.
15 feet over here. Pretty sure.
Oh, that's right. You're slow.
Hella slow, dude.
I think you need some like good Darjeeling or something so you can get a good night's rest.
Yeah.
Some tea.
Just because you have hair like an old woman doesn't mean you need to walk like one.
You know, man, I do my best. Summon my spiritual weapon.
Oh, bringing that back.
Oh, that's been a while. Nice.
Yes. I mean, it misses because that's its attack.
does it still have a
But
fairy
it's there
fire?
now.
Doesn't that give advantage or?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
oh,
does have
yeah.
Fairy
Yeah.
Fire.
Oh,
It
there
does
we
give it
go.
advantage. So that does hit.
Hey, it hits. And that's my bonus action, so I get to firebolt it as well.
For 17.
17. For
Okay.
15 damage. There we go.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Why can't I? Oh, wrong tool. There we go.
All right, so that's
Got
the
'em.
total of 23.
Boom. Stabby stab. And that is all I
Alright,
can do.
nice. That. All right, then Sabelin, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna run up 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna hunker down near some of this wreckage here, and I'm going to pull out my sword and activate its, fieriness with a bonus action. And instead of being its normal kind of, red, kind of orange fire, it comes out black like it was back in the Shadowfell, and I am looking very surprised at how it's black now. And before I can quite, respond to that, the shadows being cast by it start snaking their way towards the stone golem, and those are going to be my Eldritch Blasts.
As it goes, yes, Troy, power. You hear in your mind.
And I'm looking around and seeing if anyone else is seeing my sword having black fire and these shadows sticking over to the stone golem now. But yeah, these two
John
tendrils
sees the
burst
snakes,
over.
but not the fire.
I'm like, what the fuck?
All right, yeah, those are both gonna hit.
Sablin, that's really cool.
Sabin, since when could you do that?
Nice moves.
I got something
Eldritch
to tell.
Brothers.
Got something to tell you guys later. So a total of 15.
All right, you guys keep chipping away as you blast a couple more times. And that is the end of the round. As you guys are fighting, you are making a bit of noise as you're going back and forth. You do not yet see anybody closing in around you, though you think that you're definitely, if you keep this up, drawing attention to yourselves. The stone golem does seem like it's taken some damage, but it'll take a few more rounds of that if you keep it up at that pace to take this guy down. All right, Palouse.
Well, can't worry about that right now. I'm gonna attack him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Oh yeah, those will hit.
Let's see if I remember how to play this character.
Smite him.
Oh wow.
I could smite it.
Fucking
Yeah, fuck it. Let's smite him.
smite that bitch.
I don't know how smite works.
I don't know if it's
Add
gonna be,
2d8 plus spell level.
I don't know if
for
it's
an
gonna be
extra
wasting
D8
stuff
per
now.
spell
but-
level.
Use a spell slot to do it.
Okay.
You probably only have first.
Oh fuck.
I use a spell slot.
All right.
Does Great
It's
Weapon
first
Master
level are 2d8. Every level above that is an extra.
I
D8.
know it. I know what you're asking, Kyle, and the answer is no.
Ah, gross. Okay.
So I think I did all of that.
Yep,
Potentially.
that seems like a lot. So that is a total of 21, 37 damage. Oof. If you guys could do some more poison or psychic damage, that would be great.
Get on that. Hold on, I got you, man. I got you.
That
You want me to
that ain't
viciously
me,
mock
bro.
it? I can viciously mock it.
Shit, that was a big hit. All right. So yeah, Palouse just cleaves into it, and Palouse, your axe, with its magical properties, just seems to no problem like chunk into this stone golem and really like cause gashes in its stone, and then it flares up with the divine energy and damages it even more. So that was a big hit.
Oop.
All right. Anything else you wanted to do? That was your 2 attacks. The smite. So you still have bonus action and movement.
I think this isn't the smite bonus action.
Nope.
Oh, cool.
Right? Smite's not a bonus action, right, Paladin?
It just happens on top of your head if you want
Yeah.
to spend it.
No, I'm good. I think that'll just be what I want to do.
Cool. So then Artemis, it is your turn.
Okay. Artemis is just going to shoot Eldritch Blast at the golem again. My spells today are not designed for fighting golems. Oh, okay. So that, 14,
Except when that happens.
and... Okay, so 26 in total. Then I'm gonna
Okay.
run over here and, like, press up against the wall, like, action movie style. Got my finger up like a gun. That's me.
All right, damn, you're blasting into this thing even more. It is.
That's right. You go Yu Yu Hakusho on that motherfucker.
Is not happy about it. Oh. Yeah, it's just gonna keep attacking Palouse. I think it's pretty mindless. So it is just gonna keep doing that.
Was both hit?
Looks like those two will hit for a total of 15 damage total.
Okay.
Because it's half.
Glad hitting Palouse. That thing hits like a fucking truck.
So he's just trying to like pound on Palouse. As all of you are just shooting and attacking it, it doesn't seem to phase it at all. Though it is like physically wearing down, it is just like mindlessly, like you feel like it has been given some directive to just like attack and defend or whatever, and it is just mindlessly going to attack Palouse until you kill this thing or give it something else to attack. But that is its motive right now.
I imagine.
That one hurt.
I imagine it makes like Reggie Rock sounds, you know?
Okay, if we get the spoon and Zook comes back with an army of smashies and the stoners bring an army of slammies, we'll be in business.
Smashies and slammies.
A 19 to hit
Sounds like a burger joint.
Yes, 19 will hit.
for 28 damage.
Damn.
And he has to make a DC 10 con save or be stunned until the end of his next turn.
Oh, oh, just
Aw,
barely.
fuck.
Damn!
Shit.
That would have been
so close.
hilarious.
No,
Assuming
my
it's not
turn.
immune to stun, but yeah.
Hmm.
oh yeah, he probably is. No, he's not actually.
Oh, okay.
He's immune to a lot of conditions, but not stunned.
Dope.
Quick, hit it with
yeah.
poison and psychic, guys. Let's finish it off.
Oh wait, you're right. Hold on. Bonus action. I will. What are you? Some kind of stone prick?
So it needs to make a wisdom
DC
save.
15 whiz save. Damn.
Oh,
Wow.
succeeds.
God damn it.
It is just continuing to like mindlessly pound on Palouse. Nothing will stop it.
He's so wise.
That's my turn.
All right, Agony, your turn. This thing is looking rough. It's still got some form to it, but it's taking hits.
I will slowly walk over here. Do a cool little twist of the staff. I'd probably like drop it.
Uh-huh.
I don't do the attack right. It's okay.
No, remember advantage. It still has advantage from Fairy Fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
right,
yep,
you're right,
yep.
you're right.
Yep.
I almost drop
Yeah.
it, but I catch it and it looks really cool. Stab.
And then when you have it, it's so easy to see this big pink and purple shining golem that it's hard to miss, and you do hit it for 7 damage.
And another firebolt. And another 7. Shit rolls, but that's okay. It's something.
Right? Yeah. This getting that advantage first round has
Really.
been huge for you guys. That's awesome. All right.
That's it.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Sabellin, this thing is looking rough. He's starting to go down.
All right, I'm still looking at my my burning sword and just gonna. I didn't think you. Well, I knew you were gonna come to this side, but we gotta talk later. And I'm going to run a bit closer. Let's see, about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And yeah, as I'm just running forward, these like these shadows keep on shooting out from the sword, kind of trailing around the ground and just taking swipes at this thing.
Uh huh.
Do either of those hit?
16. What is this? No, they do not. So you're rushing forward. You're still kind of not able to control this new power, flashing wildly about. As you hear in your mind again, destroy, yes, and it's like just like blowing chunks off of buildings and just kind of attacking random things around you.
You've got to keep it together. Don't hurt any of them. I'm just still kind of like just talking at my sword.
All right. So as you continue to attack, you are continuing to make noise, or continuing to. This battle is prolonged a little bit longer, and is a little bit more noisy with the crashes and bangs of combat. Let me roll a check for these guys. All right, so Artemis, you see down the ways a little bit, there's a patrol of drow that is like turned on to the main street that y'all are on.
Uh-oh.
And it's still probably a couple. It's like another round from getting to you,
Okay.
but they have like honed in on you and are moving in your direction.
Okay, but they have noticed us.
They have noticed you. Yeah, they're
Okay.
probably like a round or two away.
It's okay, we're in a choke point.
All right, Palouse.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna do what I always do and just attack them.
Hell yeah.
21, because
All right, yeah, with
advantage.
advantage, those are both gonna hit. No problem.
Max is excited about that.
Or you to just double blackjack.
All right. Oof. So that's a total of 23 damage. All right, he's looking rough as you're slashing in. Didn't quite take him out, but the stone golem is crumbling. Actually, with that hit, one of his arms falls off, and he's just like now with the one arm trying to pound down on you. But it seems like his legs are starting to crack. Another good hit like that will just take this guy out. Artemis.
Okay. The drow, are they coming from this way?
Yep.
I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to Eldritch Blast Mr. Golem. And second shot. So 16 right there.
Yep. 16 takes him out. How do you do? Describe to me how this beast crumbles your blood.
Yeah. Artemis creates 2 Eldritch Blast, 1 in each hand. Fires them. They intertwine and drill right through the center of this thing.
Okay. And he just staggers and then just crumbles to the ground, inert.
I'll shout down to the group. We got company coming. I'll grab Agony and I want to like push her up against the building here, so she's got cover, like right around here.
Okay. Cool.
Whoa,
Now I'll
no
move
need-
here.
No need to shove.
So you kind of grab Agony. Do you move with him as he grabs you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He grabs you and you move with him.
Probably
into
too
that
tired to
corner.
resist anyway.
So you guys have a few seconds to gather yourselves before these drow arrive. What are you doing?
I'm going to move up and kind of get back into kind of a front line-ish kind of position, like still up against like a trying to stay out of line of sight from the alleyway, or from the street, but
I would say hide, but it wouldn't. They would probably look until they find us anyway.
I have a quick question. How many drow does it look like are coming? Maybe 10 or so?
Maybe not quite that much actually.
Damn it.
But there is like a little group of drow. You do get the idea that it's like you could just pick off parties around here and like get your quota. Like this would be a great place to find them.
Just farm this area?
Yeah. Like this would be like if you're like trying to grind drow, this is a good place.
Yeah.
You just gotta go grief them, get them to chase you, go find them in a little.
Don't we need him alive?
Wait,
Yeah,
do
we need him
know-
alive, but
you do need them
How are we
alive.
gonna get him alive?
I have
oh.
multiple ways of getting them alive.
we've
Are
killed
these-
dozens of drow. How are we not?
They're spiked.
How does somebody not have livers?
Are these the drow that are mind controlled by
Yes,
the things
yes.
in them?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
assume so because you
Got it.
think that this place is controlled by.
Yeah,
the
if they're
Earth.
marching in squads in the street, they're probably mind controlled.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to not kill them.
Right. If we've got a few seconds, I'm gonna run over here and like try and hide right around this corner,
Okay.
or maybe like in here.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna walk into the hall.
Right, you're like walking into the main road, like come get me.
Screw it, I am too. Try to run to catch up. I don't have much move speed. Let's do this.
All right. So you guys are there. Here, I'm going to.
Susan, he's downloading games.
Downloading games.
It's okay.
He's
he
holding a credit card.
I think he needs a password to get anything that's money lost.
He was trying to put a password in.
That's so
I
funny.
didn't see the password screen.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. So you guys see. Yeah, here we go. Here's these. As coming down the street are a couple drow. Looks like there's about 7 of them. and there's a couple that you recognize. As by now you've kind of got their like ranks, and you see that there are a couple of those ones that are a little more elite fighters, and then there are a few that are just more like foot soldiers. So it looks like there's 2 that are kind of those elites, and then there's a smaller group contingent, or I'm sorry, there's more. The majority of them are just those normal drafts. There's like 5 of those, and they approach. And keep their distance a bit. Put them on the map here. Not as much as they should. They're not that smart. They're kind of mindless. And they approach you and they say, in Undercommon, they say, none of you speak Undercommon. That's right.
Is common and undercommon, is there like a thing there? Or is it
No.
just totally
No.
different?
Yeah, it's totally different.
It's totally different.
Do they
It would.
do they speak Elvish? Maybe.
I speak Abyssal.
They say something to you in Undercommon, Palouse and Sablin, and they draw their crossbows towards you.
So, while I was gone, actually, no, you were gone even before I left. So, yeah, let's fight them.
Okay, we're not killing them, right, though?
Sounds like that's the plan.
Got it.
Bonk him
All
on
right.
the head.
So we can just keep this initiative, and I will roll for these guys.
Oh, I like those initiatives.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Not bad.
Okay. And I'll put colors on them so you guys can reference them easily. These 2 in the front are like the elite soldiers, and then the ones in the back are the normal. So Palouse.
Palouse, whatever you do, do not run into the middle of them. Stick to a
Ah! I'm gonna run into the middle of them.
do not in the middle.
Yeah, because I'm gonna blast him.
I kind of wanna.
Let me blast him one turn.
I don't want to go. I'm gonna go right here actually, so I can throw a javelin, and that way I can still get an attack. By the way, question. I raged, but there was in between time. I'm assuming my rage is gone.
Yeah, it would be gone because there was definitely a turn there where nobody attacked you and you didn't attack anyone.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you should just attack Artemis for no reason, but oh well. I'll rage. real
Why
quick
me
and
for
I'm
no
gonna-
reason?
Give me
I'm
some
gonna-
slap.
Here's what I'll say: for the purposes of that, since it was out of combat and you weren't doing anything, and we could say that you were like spending your action just like trying to keep your rage going. Make me a Constitution check.
Okay.
To see if you
Maybe
can
like
keep
broke
rage
that
down.
wheelbarrow or something.
Nope. You lost your. Yeah, like I was gonna see if you could like just keep that rage going, like breaking shit, maybe. But
Try the wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow didn't do anything to me.
It's all good. I'm gonna stay there and I'm gonna start throwing my javelin at that point.
The wheelbarrow could change. Someday it could be a wagon.
I'm throwing it red, by the way. Red.
okay, Red.
Do I get 2 attacks with ranged? Is that how that works? I don't know how to play this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Just get 2 attacks straight up. Yeah.
Okay, so I throw 2 javelins. One of them hits for 4, and then I can add my fury to it. So that's my total damage to red. If it hits, 23. on
Yeah,
the sword.
that does hit. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
All right, not bad.
And then I'm also raging as a bonus action. And that'll be my turn.
Right. Going into another rage. Artemis, you're around the
Yep.
corner. You see these guys approach.
Yep, I'm going to pop around here, and I need a 30-foot box. Yeah, okay. So yeah, all those drow are now going to have to give me a save because I'm casting Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh, that's a good. You came prepared for this.
Yes, I did.
This is what you prepared for. Okay, so now is that a charm?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So because
Are drow resistant?
they do have advantage on saving throws against being charmed because they are.
Well,
drow.
you know,
So
dumb.
that is a what kind of save? Sorry, wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go from top to bottom, the normal drow first. So wisdom saves 1, 2, 3,
Go fuck yourself.
4, 5.
Fuck yourself. Fuck
Oh
you.
my god!
Okay, so one of them fails, the green one,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh
we'll
my
go
God.
with these elite warriors here. Both
Oh,
of
these
the
are-
elite guys fail though. That's pretty good.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty good.
That's good,
That's who
that's
you
good.
really wanted to get down. Nice. Okay, so these guys and this guy. And can you explain exactly what happens to them when this pattern takes over?
Yeah, sure. Since the cat's out of the fucking bag now, Artemis will go around the corner. He'll point at them, and the image of Rohini flashes in all of their eyes. There's this sort of swirl of like emerald light around each one of them for a second, and there is this sort of melodic but sinister laughter.
Okay, nice. And they're all just kind of enchanted by this, and terrified at the same time, and seem unable to move or do anything.
And considering a lot of them did not fail that, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run back down here. That's me.
Fuck.
All right, John. So you've seen this happen. You've noticed that the three of these drow, including the 2 strongest, have really fallen into a stupor. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stealth up and hide behind this cart,
Okay.
and I'm gonna glitter bomb a group of 4 of them.
Okay, nice.
Wait, so we can't attack the ones that
So-
are charmed, otherwise they won't be charmed anymore.
Yes, but that's why I'm not glitter bombing them.
So you have 20.
Yeah, don't do damage to them. Yeah.
That means I can't fireball anymore.
So you can get all of them but one? No.
Yeah, so I can get 4 of them, I think,
So the 20-foot cube would be.
or maybe it's
It'd
just
be
3
like
of
4
them.
by 4. Yeah, it'd be a 4 by 4 cube.
So
So
those 3.
yeah. Okay, cool. So you're not going to focus on the ones in front because you're just.
No, well, honestly,
You
I'm gonna
could.
hit them with it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I can hit them with it even if we don't have to do damage to them. Because right now they can't pass the save if they wanted to. I don't think
Yeah, if they're incapacitated,
they
let
auto
me
fail.
double check. They
They auto fail deck saves.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So the 3 of these guys automatically fail. So the 3 who are incapacitated are now also glowing. And these other 2 are going to make dex saves.
At disadvantage because I was hidden.
At disadvantage, though, it's normal because. Oh
They are
no,
also
this
magic
isn't a charm.
resistant.
This is not a charm. No.
Yeah,
sorry.
no, this is just a invocation spell.
Yeah. All right, so the
1 success.
yellow one succeeds. So the one at the very
That
bottom.
is my turn.
All right. So the drow are going to loose their crossbows as they see Palouse charging towards them. Because these ones are not the smartest ones. So Palouse, you're going to get a hail of, let's see, you can get 4 crossbow arrows coming towards you. I'll say a couple of them are going to shoot Sablin too, because you were the 2 where they kind of had their things trained on. We'll get 1 to Sablin, the rest to Palouse, because Palouse started charging forward. So, Palouse, these 3 are coming at you.
Okay, one of those hits.
One of those hits. I think you need to make me a Constitution saving throw. It does 2 damage. And then you have to make a con save, and you're fine. You shrug off the poison.
So I take 2 damage?
Yeah, you take 2 damage. Now you're immune to this poison from these crossbows for the rest of the day.
So I've been
Probably will
poked.
see you anytime you fight Drow. So just keep that in mind. You've been
Ta-
poked, yeah.
Make a TikTok about it.
I'm gonna
I
just
imagine-
I'm gonna rip it out of me and just like
Yeah.
crunch it in my hands and throw it on the ground.
Yeah, badass. All right.
Intimidating.
And then Sablin, does a 22 hit you?
You know what? I will let it hit me. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Ooh, that one does 8 piercing.
How generous.
Oh, great. Okay, 8. Okay, and I'll go make that con save.
Con save, yep.
Nice.
Shrug off the poison as well. Awesome. All right, so that's the Drow. The other one is stupefied. They then kind of recognize that their brethren are stupefied. And these 4 seem like they might be like going to wake up their brethren on their next turn as they're starting to recognize what's going on a little bit. Agony, your turn.
I'm gonna step out for a second. Move this here. You can only move 20 feet. And I'm going to. I don't fireballing it, but it might be the best time to do it since they're close enough to do it. But I don't want to take him out of the stupor.
We're not supposed to kill him either.
I think
Yeah,
they're
also
gonna
keep
be
in mind,
knocked
you
out of the
cannot-
stupor anyway.
You've done the fireball before. Just keep in mind that those like weaker Drow usually just straight up die,
Die.
whether or not they
Mm.
succeed on their throws. Like
That's-
they just kind of
maybe it
usually
was-
they had just kind of or are like severely injured. So just a thought.
Couldn't you
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
twin spell a scorching ray and hit a
That's-
bunch of people or something?
That's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna twin spell firebolt was my next option. You said
That'll hit a
the
bunch of
yellow
people.
one. Which one's fairy fire? Just the orange one?
Oh,
And the green.
Orange is the only fairy fired one that's not stupefied.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can see their markings. So
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
yeah. The
Alien head
wavy
means
thing is
super
fairy
fire.
fire. Yeah, the face is the stupefied.
Okay. Well, I will do firebolt for pink and firebolt for yellow.
nice.
Okay. Nice.
Nice.
All right, so roll damage for those. Those both hit.
Pink. Wow. Wow.
Okay, pink
yellow.
is dead.
Fuck.
Yellow's
Like
not
murder
dead.
one guy. Wait, oh right, don't do that. Don't do that.
The one time we don't want to kill.
Oops.
Don is not complaining.
I'm sorry. I'll just go back here.
Don't be sorry.
I'll just go back to my
Alright.
corner. That's it.
Sablin, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna rush up, still holding my sword, and I'm just gonna turn to it and say,
Wait.
I know you hunger and all, but can you hunger non-lethally? Does it give me a response?
Can you chew and not
Uh,
swallow?
It's like, yeah. I don't understand the question.
Okay, how about we aim for the ones that aren't, like burnt up? Okay, I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast at orange and purple.
Okay. So, yep, those are both gonna hit.
Okay.
7 and
That's
10
good.
respectively.
That's good.
Wait, also, my flames of Phlegetos go off because those were 2 max damage dice.
Oh yeah, nice.
So I probably hit John Sablin or something.
Yeah,
Fire.
because they're gonna hit the nearest person to you.
So be John.
Let's see.
Uh,
The
before I-
nearest person to me.
Yeah, that'd be John.
It's okay, they're only 1d4s.
How much am I taking?
Only 1d4s for now.
Yep.
You're still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
See,
3.
imagine if you would have taken Rohini's deal, you wouldn't have had to worry about all this wild, uncontrollable magic. It could help you harness this. You're hearing this thought in the back of your mind as you see John pat the fire off on his butt.
John, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Not the first time my ass has been on fire.
I mean, John, your ass is always fire.
Thank you.
Wink.
All right, but as far as those folks go, you badly wounded both of them, but neither are dead. Purple one is very close to death.
There, good job. You didn't kill them. Perfect. Good sword.
Good sword. Good job, sword.
These elite warriors are totally stupefied, and it is back to Pelusa's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to these guys since they're kind of low. And I'm going to attack the one with fairy fire and then attack the yellow one afterward.
All right,
Non-lethal, by the way, non-lethal.
non-lethal.
10 on orange. I guess I'll wait to see what happens. Does he go down?
Yep, he goes out
Okay.
unconscious.
Fuck. I screwed up. I'm assuming 11 doesn't hit.
On the other one, no, 11 does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah, I know if you would have just attacked them in a different order.
Yeah. It's okay.
Don't you get rampage or something?
I do get rampage. Let me read that again. I think I have to kill the person. When you reduce a creature to 0 hit points. Now, is that
Nope, you
considered
did
0
that.
if it's not?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I did?
yeah. You did that, yeah.
I can take a bonus action to attack somebody and then move half my speed. So I can bite this guy. So I'm going to try to bite him. 14?
14, let me double check on these guys. Nope, that just misses. He's able to
Okay.
dodge out of the way of your bite.
I'm not sure if I can non-lethally bite either, so I guess that'll... I mean, I guess I think
Probably
I
could.
Dude,
could.
it's a
Maybe
melee.
bite like
Still
a
melee.
foot or something.
Yeah.
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 And then you just kind of
Yep.
shake them
Ankle-
until they go unconscious.
Ankle biter.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
All right. Artemis, what are you doing?
I'll run back or over, see that people are still standing. Fine. I can't risk it. I'm gonna shoot yellow with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
17 for 11.
Takes it out. It is
Okay.
dead. You
Yeah,
killed,
can't
knocked
really
that one
pull
dead.
punches with that one. And against purple. For
All
9.
right, and you kill that one too. So, Artemis, those last two that were dwindling, he just kills them both.
Yell at me later. Tie up the ones we have now.
Right. So you guys now have 4 drow that you have captured alive. We'll say you
we're
tie
done?
them up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was it.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
So
you got the-
they're
the-
still hypnotized.
Yeah, they'll be
these
hypnotized for
3
the
are
next minute.
hypnotized. So definitely you guys have enough time to go and start tying them up. And
Oops, wrong.
3 dead, 4 recovered alive.
So
And
do
you
these
did that
drow
quick
have
enough.
like little drones that are gonna come pick them up, or
Or do we gotta carry these guys around for a bit?
I do see a wheelbarrow that's all fucked up. Is there something we could use that's around us to...
Yeah, that's a good point. Because it's on
There
the
are
map, we'll say
wheelbarrows.
fuck it. There is like a little cart that you find that's like, it's not great. You think that probably gonna make a little bit of noise as you bring it around. So maybe it's something to like, not something to bring with you towards the place that you're going right now, but could be helpful for transporting them later.
Oh, we can put the giant spoon on there too.
Giant
Yeah,
spoon?
it's our getaway cart.
So you guys find a little like cart that you think you could pull. You think it would just as you kind of move it around, it's very like rickety and creaky, and makes kind of a loud noise on the stones and dusty road that lines this city. So it won't be the most sneaky mode of transportation, but it'll definitely carry your unconscious drow bodies around for you.
Fantastic. Load it up. Maybe put it in one of these ruined buildings, like just sort of keep it out of immediate eyesight.
Yeah, so you can move the bodies and the cart and kind of hide them within one of these buildings. You now are standing around. John, right before this combat started, John kind of identified a building that he thought might be the one that you should check out. At this moment, it seems that you were able to dispatch that band of drow quick enough that there are nobody else coming for you, and you can kind of gather yourselves for a moment, hide those bodies, and then proceed. So let's end there tonight, and then we will pick up next session as you continue your journey. You continue your mission now to capture the spoon of magic stuff.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Magic spoon.
We'll be cooking some stone golems in no time.
Hell yeah. We get an
A
army.
giant meth spoon.
Listen, man. All we need is that magic spoon, and we'll start chasing that dragon.
So, just a side note, because it's something that I've been thinking up, and I wanted to make you guys aware of it, since it's.
You're gonna crush all our dreams? Yeah, gotcha.
Well, yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay. That's what we expected.
But the end game, right, where you are, whatever it means when you utilize all of these forces to go do whatever you're going to do with all of this, like these allies that you've been making and all these different people. We're gonna kind of do somewhat of a mini game of like a warfare. I've been looking up a few different rules for like warfare things.
Didn't
And
Matt
it'll-
Colville?
Stratego, D&D Stratego.
Didn't Matt Colville come out with like a warfare book?
Yeah,
recently?
which I actually
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I have his strongholds and followers. I don't have his kingdoms and warfare book.
That reminds me, I need to act. Hold on. Hold on to that thought, Eric. I'll get you to you because I have it actually.
Yeah, that would be awesome because I would love to look at what he's done. Because even in strongholds and followers, he has some cool stuff.
You can probably find it online if you really wanted to. Or you could give us your address and we could send it.
That's a frightening prospect.
Because
You don't know what else will arrive.
We just all show up. We just do it in person with a big old battle map.
Ooh.
Yes. So my kind of thought
And
is
minis
like,
of all of our characters in hand.
yeah, everything that you achieve and gather will be things that will be then usable when we have that fight. So, when you're like attacking the Temple of the Primordial at the end, whatever that looks like, you can use, if you have stone golems, you can use those. You'll have, if you have stone giants, if you have a bunch of smashies, if you have healing dwarf people, these will be things that, I'm looking at some different rule sets to find a way that'll make it fun.
It's like Mass Effect 3.
Except
Mhm.
not
Play that
shit,
game?
hopefully.
That's kind of the thought, though, just so you guys know what's coming.
Are we going to see a Star Child at the end? The
If
Reapers?
this is a Mass Effect reference, it's over my head.
Oh, dang.
Was the term you coined for the stone golem skin like stompies or slappies or
Slammies.
Slammies?
They slam attack.
Slammies.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd go visit our old lich friend we made way back when, and get him involved so we can summon a bunch of skellies.
I think that's way off the beaten path, though.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
yeah.
So here's what I'd say is, if we go back, I'll move you to this map. Because you still, at this point, like by the end of this day, it'll have been about 3 days since you were told that you had around a 10-day.
It is?
Yeah, it's been about.
Because didn't we meet up with Zook yesterday?
Yeah, I guess for some reason I thought that information came to you earlier. Maybe I told it to Palouse first.
Probably.
But anyway, here's what I'll say. Okay, maybe it's been 2 to 3 days. Once we finish this, I'm saying at the end of this day.
Oh, okay.
But what I was meaning by that is that you actually still have a good amount of time. Like, you still have maybe, 7
days.
7 or so days to go and like leave, and if you wanted to go travel, and you can kind of figure out like going over to the monastery isn't very far. And he wanted you to go to Summit Hall. That's a little bit farther. There's this X on the map. Just to remind you, the Renwick thing is that the Lich wanted you to go find the body of his brother that he thought was with the Mirabar delegation.
I remember that
ruined
so
the
long
world.
ago.
So very long ago.
Like a year
So-
ago.
So that could be something you do. You could go to Summit Hall. There's the Paladins there. There's Valklandar, which is right over here. You could always go up to Belyard and see if the people of Belyard would give. You guys never really went to Belyard.
We could go recruit the owl bear.
You could recruit an owlbear. So, or maybe like if there's other deals you think you wanted to make, but you do have a little bit of time to like go above ground
You could always go to the mine.
and do things.
We
Yeah,
could
that was
go
Valkyrie.
to Westbridge. We go to Westbridge and bully the people that we beat up earlier to make them come join us.
We
One
could
nice
go to
thing-
the High Forest.
Well, one nice thing about Valgandar and all the like machines they've made, and Renwick and like him making some undead stuff is, I'm pretty sure all of those, including Smashies and God, what was it again?
Slammies.
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 Yeah, Slammies. Those would all be either immune or just resistant to like psychic stuff and like the nasty mind stuff that mind flayers can do.
Maybe Valklandar has like really big footed constructs, and they can be stompies.
Yes.
We could go to. I think isn't Crypt Garden Forest where the tribe that we ran into her. She was escaping from the fire cult, and isn't that where her group is? Her
Mhm.
tribe is.
I could
Yeah.
we could get some gnolls.
I
Maybe.
tried to start putting together a
Nice.
list, which I will bring back up. If you go into
Sniffies.
your
Sniffies.
Apparently my brother is
Bodies.
alive.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yeah,
My
but
brother's
your
alive.
brother isn't your brother working with the water cult?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of gnolls there. Maybe I could recruit them.
yeah, you could certainly try.
Do we get it confirmed that the fire cult is like like besties with the air cult, or just otherwise?
Yeah. We
Gotcha.
know that for a fact.
Okay, gotcha.
There is what was I going to bring up? Oh yeah, if you go into your NPCs, deities, and other folk in your handouts, I did make this.
I love this idea that we're just gathering allies so that we could do a big battle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
so
what
I'll
we've
try
been trying to
to. Oh, another thought too, because we now know that these exist around in the under. You know that somewhere in Belsimer there's also the Duragar, because you met a Duragar who was very proud of the Duragar culture, and so you do know that there must be a society of Duragar somewhere around.
That's the way to put it. There must
I'm
be.
sorry I introduced Nazi dwarves into the game, guys.
It's great.
Honestly, it's not even a low for us.
It really is. Like, how would we find that guy again? Like, we would just go back to where we left him and just kind of see if we try and find some signs he left behind.
Probably
No.
not.
Honestly, if we have to find him, all we have to do is yell out loud, Durgar suck! And he'll
Probably
show
regret
up, I'm pretty sure, immediately.
Or Durgar
So-
rule, and then like just listen for who else is gonna like mimic you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try
We'll
to
just get
add.
into
Yeah,
an
who joins
argument,
in?
see if he doesn't, try to be the
Ryan.
solver.
What we do is we stage a
You could
play.
like start taking away some of his. Oh, go ahead.
What we do is we stage a play in Belsimer, a really famous one, but change one of the main, main cast members to be played by a woman instead of a man, and he will be there in a second to yell about it.
That's
Yeah, but
probably
the problem
right.
With, the problem with Durgar plays is they last like 4 days long. They take their art very seriously.
They love their opera.
We can do a traditional
Alternatively,
Dwarven
you
opera.
could. Yeah. Alternatively, we could start like
falsetto.
taking away some of their territory, so they have no living space. I hear that gets them very angry.
Mm.
We could try invading Poland. I think they will react to that.
Let's do that. That sounds like a good idea. Put on the list. Invade Poland.
Yeah, let's go find Poland. Where is Poland on this map? Let's go
That
invade
has
that.
never failed anyone in the past.
How close is it to winter? Because we could go and see what's going on
It's like the
in.
spring. It's like literally spring.
I completely forgot the name of the Russia equivalent in Forgotten Realms. It's come up multiple times.
Oh, Rashomon, and it's on the other side of the continent.
We just gotta.
Okay, let's do that.
We start heading that way,
If we
and it'll be winter
somehow
by the
cut
time we
out
get
there,
there.
we have way bigger problems. Yeah, true. It probably would be.
Those are my people.
We'd have way bigger problems too. Yeah, and your other people are right next door.
Yeah, that's
Well,
Let's
on
not do that.
note, guys,
Let's not go there.
I am gonna head off.
Yep, we'll
Alternatively,
we
I'm
will
just throwing
figure
this
stuff
out there.
Over the next
There is
couple
also
days.
Rohini.
yeah, and no pressure. I mean, we're gonna start off next session with the you guys going into that, find that spoon. We will play next time on the 10th, Tuesday the 10th. Just let me know if that doesn't work for anyone. Otherwise, we'll plan to have our next session on that evening.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Coolio.
All right, I'm gonna log off as well. But good night, everyone. That was a
Yeah,
lot of
same.
fun.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Sam. Good night, Eric.
Good night.
Thank you,
Bye.
Eric, for the game.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
that was
session.
fun.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Indeed.
I have mixed feelings about the session.
I love this.
That threw me for a
That
loop.
was a lot of fun.
There's a
Yeah,
lot going
how
on.
was the session?
Yeah.
Oh man, Artemis in Agony Drama is the most fun job.
It is. The two angsty teens. Sort of.
Everything I did was for the benefit of other people.
And I know that.
But no, you got. You don't understand the session, or not even the session before. It was like 2 days before we had the session with Shoalar. Eric messages me, and like we have a scene in between games about this. I get it. I get this necklace. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do thorough investigation on it. I'm gonna identify it. I'm gonna like look through books to find the lore about this thing. I'm not going to give this to you because I'm pretty sure like there's something terrible is gonna happen, right? And then you gave me the perfect fucking opportunity. You murdered that guy. I was like, when this gives a curse, she's gonna think it's because she did bad stuff. So, and I have a story reason to do it because like now you're in danger. So, yeah, I'm just gonna take this necklace and just put it in the treasure we found, and then be like, oh, I found a necklace. How weird is this? Here you go. Have the necklace.
Yeah. Okay. So that's how I ended up in the boat.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. I also never thought of that before. Like I was cursed because I killed someone, and that never occurred to me. I just thought it's just a cursed item because it's kind of common. Well, it's just a cursed
Well,
item.
yeah, like it was either that or, yeah, like I mean, did you think that the necklace was doing it before you found out the necklace was doing it?
Yeah, I definitely. I think I knew it was because of necklace. Well, like.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric told me one time that like I figured
like,
out that it was because of the necklace.
Right. Yeah. What I'm trying to think is like, were you aware of it before then though?
Oh, that it was Rohini?
I don't know. Just, yeah. Or. Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Point is that like if you start having like weird dreams or something, I was like, oh, maybe it's just the trauma of her. Maybe she'll think it's just the trauma of me murdering a guy. Maybe I don't know.
I thought the bad dreams.
Point is, it gave me camouflage to like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean it was always like Rohini, but like.
You're cutting off.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. Oh, I was always assuming like, yeah, I figured you'd think like, okay, it's Rohini, and the instigating thing is like I murdered this guy, or something like that.
Oh.
Maybe I don't know.
You know, I never thought of the instigating at all. I just thought. I don't know.
Now she's just going to start doing
never
this.
ever associated Rohini with it until. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I think my
at
favorite.
least I was able to hide that.
Yeah.
I think
Go ahead.
my favorite bit is like, in game the very like next day or even just a few hours after you tell everyone, oh yeah, it's Rahina arrests for Ralarax, some completely other devil. Rahini just gives it up entirely immediately after you tell everyone a different devil's behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know
Yeah,
about that,
I know.
do we? Just Agony does.
Like we just
No,
barely
dude.
had a huge fucking
Yeah.
fight about it, and it's like, oh well, you were right.
I know, and now gee, lady, thanks for telling me now.
Wow, thanks. You
God
bitch.
damn it.
I went through all that drama. And then, oh yeah, it's me.
Ugh.
It was me the whole time.
So good.
It was hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, I didn't know how to react either. I was like, fuck.
This is happening now. Okay.
Shit. But I also thought,
just sitting here- So you're looking at my notes. Okay, this is balling this up, throwing this in the trash.
she more or less
That was gonna be cool. Nope, throw that away.
She more or less confirmed that she doesn't want to like suck my power while I'm alive anymore, so I'm not scared of that. So that's nice, I guess.
I mean, she wants your soul.
She still wants my
so-
soul, but that's kind of like a after
No,
I
she-
die kind of thing.
no,
you know?
she's just-
So, it's like it's just
Yeah, but
but
then
then
she's gonna
she'll kill you.
Kill you.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what this means.
It's just my Blinky Max.
Yeah, but no, she's not getting no, she's not. No, that's not.
Ooh, are we doing Waterdeep next week or is it the
She
week
may,
after?
she may not even own your soul, at least completely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what'd you say, Kyle?
Are we doing Waterdeep next week or the week after?
It was supposed to be scheduled for this week, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hang on. Let me get a hold of Lee. Yeah, let me get a hold of Lee. I will let you guys know by Saturday.
Oh yeah, and then like,
Cool,
is
cool.
Eric back to his normal thing? I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know that either.
I will let. We'll figure